Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today's lecture is about the hydrocarbons taken from the HSSC2 and it is unit 16. And in this unit we will learn about the isomerism. And what is this isomerism? You have learned it already in the 10th class. Actually, isomerism are the compounds having the same molecular formula but different chemical structures. Molecular formula is the same but chemical structure are different, and those compounds are called the isomers, and this phenomena is called the isomerism. And isomers have the same molecular formula but they have that difference in their properties, and obviously this difference in their properties is due to the different combination or arrangement of the atoms within the molecule. And isomerism is of the two types. One is the stereoisomerism and second is the structural isomerism. When isomerism is caused by different arrangement or orientations of the atoms or groups in the space, then this phenomenon is called the stereoisomerism. It means stereoisomerism is exhibited by such compounds which have the same structure formula but they are different in their configuration. And what is this configuration? Configuration is actually the three-dimensional arrangement of the atoms. So this three-dimensional arrangement of the atoms in the compound will be different. So to learn about the stereoisomerism, we have to learn some basic definition. One is the chiral center. Chiral objects or chiral molecules do not have the plane of symmetry. They are called the asymmetric. And what is this plane of symmetry? A plane which divides an object into two symmetrical halves. Symmetrical halves mean when a plane is cut into two parts, these two parts will have the same size and the same shape, and it is called the plane of symmetry. For example, you can see in this picture, when it is cut into two equal halves, two halves will be of the same size and shape will be formed. In the same way, when you will cut this head into two equal halves, it will be cut two equal halves having the same size and the same shape. So an object lacking a plane of symmetry is called the dissymmetric or the chiral, and a symmetric object is referred as the achiral. And a dissymmetric object or the chiral object cannot be superimposed on its mirror image. For example, you can see here the picture. When we will see the image of this left hand, the image will not be exactly the left hand, it will be the right hand. So the mirror image cannot be superimposed on each other. So this hand and its image cannot be superimposed. So it is the dissymmetric object or the chiral object. So chirality is a property present in an object that cannot be superimposed on its mirror image. Chiral molecules has at least one asymmetric center, do not have the plane of symmetry, and are not superimposable on their mirror image. So when you will say that this molecule is the chiral, molecule is chiral when it has asymmetric center. Asymmetric center mean it do not have the plane of symmetry, and when it do not have the plane of symmetry, its mirror image is not superimposable. Here you can see some object, their image is non-superimposable. A chiral molecule has a plane of symmetry and is superimposable on their mirror images. As you can see here, when you will cut into two equal halves, they are the symmetric object have cut into the two same size and shape halves, and these are their mirror images are superimposable to each other. In the same way, a carbon atom which is bonded to four different atoms or group of atoms is called the asymmetric carbon or the chiral carbon. Just like you can see here in this, you can see this carbon, and this carbon is attached to four different groups. These three different groups and one this atom is attached. So carbon, central carbon, it is bonded to four different groups or atoms. It is called the asymmetric carbon or it is the chiral carbon. In the same way, here you can see that this carbon is attached to four different other groups. So this carbon is also the asymmetric carbon. So the molecules containing asymmetric carbon are called the asymmetric molecules. It means they do not have the symmetry. And presently the term disymmetric or chiral molecule is often used for the asymmetric molecules. Optical activity and what is this? First we have to learn some basic things. Ordinary light or the light taken from the sunlight is just the electromagnetic radiations, and these waves are vibrating in all directions. But when we will take the monochromatic light means we take only the one ray of the light. It is allowed to pass through some Nicol prism. Nicol prism is actually the made of the calcium carbonate or some polarized lens. Then this monochromatic light will vibrate only in one direction, and this light that vibrate in only one direction, it is called the plane polarized light or simply the polarized light. And optical active compounds are the compounds, the solutions of the organic compounds have the ability to rotate the plane polarized light. So the solutions that can rotate the plane polarized light, they are called the optically active solutions, optically active compounds, and this property is called the optical. Polarimeter is used to find out the optical activity of the compound, and here you can see the picture of this light source. A light is coming from this, and this light is vibrating in all directions. You can see here the light from this light source is vibrating in all directions. But when this light is passed through some polarizing material, just like the Nicol prism or some polarized lens, then this light will vibrate only in one direction. It is the plane polarized light. It is simple ordinary light, but it is the plane polarized light because it is vibrating only in one direction. And it is a picture of this polarimeter, and this polarimeter is used for the finding the optical activity, and it determines the angle through which light is being rotated. So how this work? Light source, so the light is coming and this light is vibrating in all directions, and when one ray, monochromatic ray, is allowed to pass through the Nicol prism, this light ray will vibrate only in one direction. You can see here while light is vibrating only in one direction. And in this tube the sample is present, optical active solution of optically active compound is present. When this monochromatic light is passed through this solution, it will rotate the direction of the light. You can see here the direction of light in this sense, and it is rotated towards the right or towards the left direction. Direction of light is changed, and how much angle it is changed, it is calculated directly from here. So in this way we can find out the solutions that can rotate the plane polarized light, and this light is rotated towards the right or towards the left direction, and this is called the these solutions are called the optical active solutions or optical active compounds, and this phenomena is called the optical activity. So an optically active compound can exist in two isomeric forms. Two isomeric forms mean optically active compound will exist in two isomers, and these isomers rotate the plane polarized light in opposite directions. Just like if one isomer rotate the light towards the right direction, other isomer will rotate the light of direction in the left side, and these are called the optical isomers, and phenomena is called the optical isomerism. Here we can learn the two examples. One is the lactic acid, and lactic acid is an example of the compound which shows the optical isomerism. And you can see here the picture of this the structure of this lactic acid. It contains the asymmetric carbon. You can see this carbon is asymmetric because it is bonded to four different atoms or four different groups of atoms. So it is the asymmetric carbon atom. It is the chiral center. Second example is of the tartaric acid. You can see the structure of this tartaric acid, and this tartaric acid contains the two asymmetric carbon atom. Here when you will consider this carbon atom, this carbon is bonded to four other groups. In the same way, when you will consider this carbon atom, this carbon is also bonded to four different groups. So tartaric acid contain two asymmetric carbon atoms. Here the lactic acid, you can see this lactic acid optically active, and this form of the lactic acid, it can rotate the polarized light towards the right side, or you can say that this lactic acid rotate the polarized light clockwise. So it is called the positive acid or the dextrorotatory. Second is this lactic acid, it can rotate the light plane polarized light towards the left side or anti-clockwise. So one isomer rotate the light towards the right direction, clockwise direction, and other isomer rotate the polarized light towards the left side or the anti-clockwise. It is called the levorotatory. It is indicated by the positive acid, and it is indicated as the negative acid. So it is the dextrorotatory isomer because it rotates the plane polarized light towards the right direction or clockwise direction, and it is called the levorotatory isomer because it can rotate the plane polarized light towards the left side or anti-clockwise direction. And when equimolar quantities of these two isomers are present, positive acid and negative acid, dextrorotatory and levorotatory isomer both are present in equimolar quantities. Equal moles are present in the mixture. So this mixture is called the racemic mixture. It means racemic mixture mean when dextrorotatory isomer and levorotatory isomer are present at the same time in equal amounts. It is called the racemic mixture, and racemic mixture is optically inactive. These two forms, dextrorotatory and levorotatory, these are the optically active forms. They are called the enantiomers. These two forms, positive acid and negative acid, they are optically active. They can rotate the plane polarized light. So they are called the enantiomers. But when equal amount of both the positive and negative acids are present, then it is called the racemic mixture, and this racemic mixture is optically inactive. It do not have the ability to rotate the plane polarized light. Second is the example of this lactic acid. You can see here the lactic acid present in the two isomeric forms. One is the positive acid and second is the negative acid. Positive acid mean this lactic acid can rotate the plane polarized light clockwise direction towards the right side. So it is called the dextrorotatory lactic acid. And this isomer have the ability to rotate the plane polarized light towards the left side anti-clockwise. So it is called the levorotatory isomer. And both these forms, dextrorotatory and levorotatory, they are the optically active isomers. And here you can see another form. It is the meso acid. What is this mesotartaric acid? It possesses the plane of symmetry. You can see here this can be cut into two equal halves. When you will cut from the center, two equal halves will be produced having the same size, having the same shape. As you can see, the same groups are attached towards the same directions. Hydroxy group, hydrogen, and carboxylic group. So all the atoms which are attached to this carbon, they are in the same direction, so it possesses the plane of symmetry. So when uh, tartaric acid is possessing the plane of symmetry, it is called the mesotartaric acid. These are the dextrorotatory, it is the levorotatory. Both are the optically active because they rotate the plane polarized light. Third form is the meso acid, in which plane of symmetry exists there. And fourth form is again the racemic mixture, in which both these positive and negative acids are present. Dextrorotatory and levorotatory tartaric acids are present in in equimolar quantities. So fourth form is the racemic mixture. And both these mesotartaric acid and this racemic mixture, they are optically inactive. They do not have the ability to rotate the plane polarized light. As you have seen that in the meso acid there is the symmetry is present. So when the object have the symmetry, then it is the achiral. Now it is no more chiral carbon atom exist here, so it is optically inactive. Both the racemic mixture and meso acids, they are optically inactive isomers. So tartaric acid exists in four forms: dextrorotatory, levorotatory, meso acid, and racemic mixture. Thank you very much and Allah Hafiz.